Yuki sat on the shore, gazing out at the endless expanse of the ocean. She had always been drawn to the sea ever since she was a little girl. She loved the sound of the waves crashing against the shore, the salty smell of the sea air, and the endless possibilities that lay beyond the horizon. But as much as she loved the sea, Yuki was afraid of it. She had heard stories of the Umi no Megami, the powerful goddess who ruled over the ocean, and of the terrible curses she could bestow upon those who angered her. One day, as Yuki was wandering along the shore, she came across a small shrine hidden amongst the rocks. The shrine was dedicated to the Umi no Megami, and Yuki couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and reverence as she approached it. She knelt before the shrine and offered a prayer to the goddess, asking for her protection and guidance. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the shrine, and Yuki felt a strange, prickling sensation on her skin. When she stood up, she felt different somehow. Her hair, which had always been a chestnut brown, was now a shimmering shade of blue, and her eyes had become a deep, ocean-like color. At first, Yuki was frightened by her new appearance, but as she looked at herself in the mirror, she began to see the beauty in her unique features. As time passed, Yuki's hair grew longer and longer until it touched the ground. She became known throughout the village as the blue-haired beauty, and people would come from far and wide just to catch a glimpse of her stunning hair. But there was a dark side to Yuki's newfound beauty. As she slept, her hair would come to life and slither out of the window, creeping towards the sea. No one knew where her hair went, but some say that it was the work of the Umi no Megami, who had granted Yuki's wish at a terrible cost. Yuki tried to ignore the strange occurrences, but they only became more frequent and unsettling. One night, she woke up to find that her hair had wrapped itself around her body, holding her down like a snake. As she struggled to free herself, she heard a voice whispering in her ear, "Come to the sea, Yuki. Come and join me in my kingdom." It was the voice of the Umi no Megami, and Yuki knew that she had no choice but to obey. She followed her hair out the window and into the darkness, feeling the salty sea breeze on her face. When she reached the shore, she saw a beautiful woman standing before her, with long flowing hair that sparkled like the stars. The woman was the Umi no Megami, and she offered Yuki a deal. She would grant Yuki's wish to be beautiful forever, but in return, she would have to live with the sea and become a part of its magic. Yuki agreed to the deal, and from that day on, she lived in a magical underwater palace, surrounded by shimmering jewels and sea creatures. Her hair became the source of endless fascination and wonder for the people of the village, who would often come to the shore at night to catch a glimpse of her hair glowing in the moonlight. Yuki had never been happier. She loved her new life in the underwater palace, and she reveled in the beauty and magic of the sea. But as time passed, Yuki began to feel a longing for the land. She missed the feel of the sun on her skin and the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. She yearned to see her family and friends again and to show them the wonders of the sea. One day, Yuki gathered up all of her courage and asked the Umi no Megami for permission to leave the palace and return to the surface. The goddess was reluctant to let Yuki go, but she could see the longing in her eyes, and so she agreed to let her go on one condition. Yuki's hair would remain in the sea as a tribute to the Umi no Megami. Yuki agreed, and with a heavy heart, she said goodbye to her hair and to the underwater palace. When she reached the shore, Yuki was overjoyed to see her family and friends again. She showed them the wonders of the sea, introducing them to the strange and magical creatures that lived beneath the waves. But as time passed, Yuki began to feel a strange sensation on her scalp. She looked in the mirror and was shocked to see that her hair had turned a dull brown color and had lost its shimmering blue hue. She realized that the Umi no Megami had taken back her gift, and that she was no longer the blue-haired beauty that she had once been. But despite this, Yuki was content. She had seen the beauty and magic of the sea, and she had returned to the land with a newfound appreciation for the world around her. And so, Yuki lived out the rest of her days as a humble villager, but she always carried with her the memory of her enchanting and strange journey beneath the waves.